and do damage, but Garen just zoning them out, and Karthus is going very low. He has very little mana, and Purple is able to pick up that Baron. Amumu throwing down his damage, and they will be okay. I don't believe that Karthus is going to do enough here, and throwing down that dot, Akali is going to try and chase down Karthus, is not able to catch up to her, and the kill does go onto Amumu from Soraka. Had been taking a lot of damage from that Karthus, and then Gangplank and Soraka were able to pick up that kill. So, you know, once again, I believe Purple is pulling ahead in this game. It is pretty even. It really could go anyone's way. It will be a lot to how you can get a good engage. Karthus chasing down Anivia. Probably doesn't mind that he might die here. Throws down the wall. He is going to back up now. Knows that he's not going to get that kill. Tristana trying to throw off the jump, but the Flash Frost from Anivia will be able to pick up the kill along with Tristana. Tristana is going to jump after, but Tristana, maybe a poor decision. The silence does prevent Tristana from flashing as soon as Tristana would have liked to, and Tristana using that Wriggles, trying to heal as much as you can, is able to heal from those creeps. Caitlyn throwing the ult onto Janna, is able to pick up the Janna kill. Janna had to flash in to kind of try and save Tristana. So, you know, Anivia and Tristana as well. So they are kind of upset. Anivia did not try and tank that. I believe Anivia thought that she was going to die. Janna wanted her to tank it. Akali coming in. She should be able to burst down Caitlyn very easily, especially if Caitlyn just walks into this brush. Akali not going in for the kill. So actually, it looked like Caitlyn, from the way she was playing, knew that Akali was there, had seen her in the wards. So if you know the opponent's there and they're still standing there waiting for you to come in, you know, they probably have something up their sleeves. Akali definitely could have done some, you know, good damage, but, you know, if Caitlyn was just standing there ready, the team was probably there to back her up, and so you need to kind of recognize that you're not playing against, you know, children. These people, they are excellent players. They do kind of understand the situation, so she probably had good reason. They are pushing down mid. They do have the Baron. Gangplank did lose his. Karthus will be coming up shortly, and with the Karthus damage, they should be able to zone them off the tower very effectively. Karthus can just kind of run up, wall them off, and throw off those dots, and you see Karthus being very aggressive, trying to zone them off of this tower. Garen chasing after Tristana, getting the silence that Tristana can't jump away, and using the Judgment. And Caitlyn is very effectively attacking that tower down. They are going to put down this tower, so they don't get the tower now, but the next creep wave that comes, they will get the tower. Caitlyn and Tristana taking damage back and forth. And Amumu with the aggressive bandage toss is able to get the ult. Caitlyn explodes, and they have all of Anivia's damage on top of Karthus, but Karthus is chasing them down. Tristana ults Karthus away from the damage, but Akali and Amumu both go down. Karthus is using the ultimate, does have that effective damage afterwards. They are able to pick up the Anivia, and chasing down Tristana, barely able to get away, but they will be able to get this tower. Caitlyn did go down, so that's a significant portion of their DPS down. Otherwise, they probably would have been able to get this base tower. So right now they will take a little bit of damage on this tower, but then they will back up afterwards because Tristana is going to come down, and I believe Tristana has enough damage, does have that IE to kind of chase them down, and because of the range, being very aggressive, and you see they didn't back up as soon as they should have, so Tristana was able to get the jump for the kill on the Gangplank, will jump on top of Garen, and will be able to ult him back, knock him back potentially. No, he does not have the ult. I see that it is down still, but the Whirlwind from Janna just barely missing. They do have great movement speed from the Janna passive. They are going to keep chasing, and Tristana will jump over this wall and is able to pick up that kill onto Garen, and Tristana's ultimate is up now. So significant burst once again. So they do have a 5v3 situation. Caitlyn does need to watch out because Tristana has about 1,000 insta damage with the jump and with the ultimate. That Buster shot really packs a wall up. So you know, Tristana, you know, really just kind of wielding her might right now. Anivia definitely doing a much more successful job than the start of this game. Did kind of, you know, lose the lane to Karthus, but since then was able to effectively farm and play defensively, and then using those disables to kind of keep the enemy team in front of them. Great engage by the Amumu last fight, but you saw how strong Purple team is. They were able to just, you know, take all that damage and reverse it onto Blue team. Fortunately, though, being a little bit too aggressive pushing down the towers, they didn't back as soon as they should have, and Tristana was able to pick up a couple more kills. Will be a pretty even game as the game progresses. You know, both teams will have a lot of damage. Both have significant carrying ability, both from the magic and physical side. But I think the one thing that is going into Blue's benefit is that Garen isn't really that effective. Garen, as this game progresses, is going to want to kind of dive the enemy and be very aggressive against Blue, so that they hopefully waste all of their abilities on him, because that's all he is right now, really. He is a meat shield. He doesn't have any magic resistance, actually, but you know, most of their damage is, a lot of their damage is physical from Tristana, and the tower damage, so he does want that armor. The Flash Frost going off onto Caitlyn will take her down to about half health, so Caitlyn already taking some damage. They won't be able to poke this tower as effectively as they would like because of that damage. Tristana attacking Karthus over the wall. Karthus is throwing down the dots, but Tristana will be the, you know, winner in that little engage, because Tristana will have the heals and be able to get back. Chasing down Garen, he is split from his team. I'm not sure that they would be able to get the kill, and it might, you know, turn against them, wasting those abilities on the Garen. That's exactly what Garen wants at this point. They should probably just stall and hold this tower. Blue team really doesn't want to engage. They want to let Purple make the engage. If Amumu can get Karthus ulted and, you know, they can kill Karthus away from the team so that Karthus can't use the AoE, they do instantly pick up the Karthus kill. That is exactly what they wanted. Caitlyn is doing damage over here. The ult from Karthus goes off, and Tristana and Akali are able to pick up the Caitlyn kill. Garen is chasing down Amumu, chases him away, but Anivia is reversing that damage. They are able to pick up Gangplank as well, chasing down Garen, and this is a huge fight for Blue team. They have, you know, significant advantage in this game right now. They are going to potentially be able to push an inhibitor. Anivia is still trying to chase down Soraka. Soraka did flash over this wall here, but they will push up. They will get this inhibitor, probably the base turret, and probably the inhibitor. So they will get at least 2 turrets here, though. Tristana just throwing off that damage. She does have the attack speed buff from her Q ability, so she will just be throwing out massive DPS on these towers. They do get the tower, and they are going to get the inhibitor. Purple team is not going to be spawned in time to defend it. Tristana throwing damage on those creeps to clear them out, but, you know, again, just great damage output. They are able to pick up the kill, and Karthus being a little bit too aggressive. Tristana jumps in, will take a lot of damage. Gangplank chasing her down. Hopefully Janna can save her, but she cannot. Tristana goes down. Akali throwing off the damage is able to pick up the kill onto Karthus. Karthus flashes off, but just barely dies. Akali's in a dangerous situation, though, now. Caitlyn throws off the ultimate, and the pistol from Gangplank will probably take her down. The flash and the ignite, and Akali will go down. Amumu did come up to try and save Akali, but Amumu's got to get out now. They might chase down Amumu. The raise morale, significant movement speed buff from Gangplank, and then the Shirelia's Reverie from Soraka. But the beautiful wall off from Anivia will save Amumu. However, they are going to get this dragon now. They do have not have Karthus with them, so they will miss out on that damage, but Gangplank and Caitlyn will take it down very quickly, and they do have the heals from Soraka to stay high health. Amumu will try and bandage toss in and steal this Baron. If he can, then it would be effective. He bandage tosses in. I think it's a little bit too soon. They get the kill onto Amumu, and they do not pick up the Baron, so, you know, really, Tristana is saying, I'm not sure it was worth it, Amumu. I'm not sure it was worth it either. If Mumu had been able to pick up the Baron, yes, that would be fantastic for his team. But either way, it is a 4v5 situation. So, you know, Purple team does have a free inhibitor now. There is not much that Blue is going to be able to do to stop it. The damage going off on the Garen. Garen goes down almost immediately. Soraka going down, being chased by Tristana. Tristana will have another jump and has that red buff, so she will be able to chase down Gangplank. The Caitlyn trap going down the wall from Karthus, but Tristana flashing over the wall will be able to chase down Karthus now. There's really no escape. Karthus will have to turn back in. Akali is able to pick up that kill. They are trying to clear the creeps. And the jump from Tristana, she is going to continue to chase down Gangplank. The Karthus ult did do some damage. Anivia very close to being egged. Anivia does go egged from the dot, but they were able to just kind of clean sweep them. So a little bit too aggressive from Purple team, and just fantastic damage output from Blue. And this is going to be GG, I believe. Tristana does block the damage onto Akali, so Akali will live, but Caitlyn's the only one to defend it here. This will be the Nexus, and this will be the game. So, you know, effective job overall. Really the key was playing defensively after they had lost that early game, and that's really what you want to do. They will continue to take this tower. Garen coming in very aggressively. Anivia just throws off the Flash Frost. They are able to pick up the kill onto Soraka, and that is GG. But again, you know, Purple team had every advantage in the world. Caitlyn, you know, she was losing to Tristana, but she was farming effectively. The only thing was Garen had allowed that Akali to farm, and then you know, with the advantage that they had 2 dragons and some turrets at one point. With that advantage, you know, they kind of started to lose some fights, a couple of mistakes, and blue team did exactly what they needed to do. They played defensively, got their farm up, and their late game potential was just so fantastic. Anivia throwing off tons of damage and the great disables to allow Tristana to just mow down the team, Akali with excellent burst, and then Janna doing a fantastic job of protecting her teammates with her disables, with her shields. Just, you know, great game all around.